Hello everyone, lovers of the leaf. Today I'm smoking a blend called BACCHANALIA by Sutliff Private Stock. The description is a blend worthy of the god of wine. And that's what it looks like. I've pre-packed my pipe. And I'm just going to preface this with, I'm starting a series sort of like Kevin of Louisiana Pipe Guy 1965 did a little while back. And I'm just going to go around the rack in order, whatever pipe happens to be there each day, and smoke that particular pipe. And I know the one rack holds about 10, the other about 18, something like that. So there'll be quite a while till I'm done those two racks. Of course, I have more pipes or in cases and in boxes and so forth. So I'm going to light up this BACCHANALIA. Nice, very nice. I'm smoking this in a Barling, made in London. This isn't a fancy Barling like a pre-40 or anything like that. It's somewhat a whole lot newer than that. It's probably 70s maybe. But it's not a fancy Barling at all. You know, post 1970. And it's a pot shape, which is one of my favorite shapes, actually. Kevin of Louisiana Pipe Guy 1965, he also likes the pot shape. It's one of his favorites also. We have quite a lot in common, as a matter of fact. And what struck me about this pipe was the you've got this rather large to scale pot on a relatively delicate stem, which kind of sets it off, in my humble opinion. And it also draws like a champ. I love this pipe. I haven't bought a pipe from either a brick and mortar or off eBay in months, actually. But I am eyeballing an estate Barling on eBay right now. And it would have to be for Christmas. I'd have to talk my wife into getting me an early Christmas present. Knowing her, she'd want to keep it until right up to the Christmas day. Well, if any of you want a Barling, go ahead. Go look on there, pick out. There's several nice ones. And But just give you a little heads up on what I might be thinking of. But yeah, I need other things. I'm back into my stamp and coin collecting, and I'm going to request the Premier stamp album. They're very rare. It's what they call hingeless, where you don't have to you have to paste in stamp mounts. It's all done for you, and it's all leather bound, and it's got a slip case and the numbers for the Scott numbers for the most difficult ones that you usually don't find that in your garden variety album. So I've been eyeballing this for a while. That's a few $100. So that might be my major Christmas present. Right now, my collection is housed in an antique 1940s album. But the caveat is I only collect basically up to 1940. And then all the commemoratives and stuff like that, I have in another album, which is, they're available. Let's put it this way. But the pre-40 stuff, I keep in a safe deposit box. And not only for security purposes, but also it's climate controlled. You can't really control the climate that well in here because we don't have air conditioning, just a bunch of fans. And in the wintertime, of course, we have the oil heat and all that stuff. But I don't know how I got off on that tangent. But I'm very happy with my collecting. Like I said earlier, that I'm doing Lincoln pennies now, and if somebody were to break in and steal it, the album's $41 without the coins, and because they're so cheap, you'd probably get another maybe 50 max. So it's not like you're collecting draped bust silver dollars from the 1700s or anything. So nothing valuable, in other words. But it's so fun. These people that have millions of dollars will just go to an auction and just buy everything up. And what's the fun of that? I'll get a penny for like a nice, what they call a gem, brilliant, uncirculated number for as low as $2 with free shipping. And I was wondering the other day, well, why even bother sending? How does the seller make any money? I mean, because the shipping is costs a few pennies. So, but anyhow, that's what I like. You get it in the mail, you put it in the little thing, and so that's what I've been doing. And the book is becoming all shiny. But when you start getting like below 1930, they're a little tougher to find in good shape. I'm projecting that coins, especially, 20, 30 years from now, probably not wear that much. But the old copper cents, to find one in great shape really early is something, you're going to pay a couple $100 about. But there's still bargains to be had. in change. There is a I see I'm learning this. There is a 1970 small date and a large date. The two varieties. The large date you can get for $5. The small date can go anywhere from $80 on up to a couple hundred, depending on what shape it is. So look for your pennies. Look for your 1970 Lincoln cents. And although chances are you're not going to find a small date, that might be there. And another interesting little tidbit that makes coin collecting fun is a Jefferson nickel with what they call full steps. There's like, I think, about 6 steps on the Monticello in the back. But 99.9% of the time, there's either a break in them or blending, because the dies don't stay that super sharp for very long. And so I saw what they call, I said, what's a Jefferson nickel with full steps? And here it was, went for over $800. And it had, you have to look under it, practically under a microscope. Nothing below a jeweler's loop like a 10x will show it up. And it can be that could be in change. So check your Jefferson nickels. The old ones, you know, up until 2007, when they started redesigning them. Well, anyway, back to pipes. So today it was BACCHANALIA by Sutliff Private Stock. And my Barling pipe. By the way, this pipe is very light too. That's what I like about it. Packs a lot of punch. And the rustication's really nice. Of course, it's a nice London make. The Barling is. I'm told, I was reading somewhere, about a year or two ago, that at one time there were more than 300 pipe makers within the limits of London alone. 300. A nice smoke this is, very mild. No tongue bite. Could smoke it several times a day. I think it has some Virginia in it. Well, Cavendish, Virginia long. And very good. So we're coming down to the end. Be good. Take care of yourself. And by all means, happy smoking.